Okay, so good afternoon, Dr. Raj. You will tell us what is your exact name and tell us who you are, where you come from.
Yes, my full name is Dr. V.P. Rajasekharan. It is very long for Western people, so I have made a concession to pronounce as Dr. Raj. So I am basically yoga professional, but later on I specialized in healing systems like Reiki, pranic healing and chakra healing, spiritual healing, siddha healing. There are as many as 10 to 20 different types of healing. I have mastership in almost 10 out of them. And presently I do counseling and holistic healing and solving of personal problems. I have that confidence. Many things of the human conflict, human problems can be easily solved if the person cooperates, if a person corrects certain things. For example, positive thinking, anyway we have to think, so why should we go to negative thinking? Go to positive thinking. Anyway we have to eat good food, then take wholesome food. That is as simple as that. Actually, I belong to North Kerala. Kerala is the grain state of India. And I worked 20 years for the government of India as the head of the yoga center at Kovalam, which is the first international beach resort in Kerala. At that time, it belonged to central government. There we had a beautiful yoga center, and with wooden floor, wooden ceiling, and raised up roof. And just by sitting there, you are in the meditative mode. So often people say, I am the best yoga teacher in the world because of the quality of the yoga center mainly. So that was a great help for me to exercise my abilities and easily raising them to the level of meditation. So there I had clients from all over the world, intellectuals, VIPs, heads of state, 20 years. That was, so to say, golden era of my professional life. Then I was invited to visit Austria for the first time by a few doctors working there. I used to go often and on to Austria and other European countries. I left the job because of that. And later on I started working in Gulf countries also, temporarily and permanently. And finally I have been working in the Nature Cure Hospital, Varkala. It is run by government as the yoga professional. So there I teach yoga and heal people, give counseling also for last 2.5 years. And I have many connections with other resorts. Yoga actually is a vast subject. The word yoga can be used in different contexts to mean different things, in philosophy, in Vedanta, in yoga. Actually, yoga as we conceive it is the greatest contribution of India to the welfare of humanity. As for the other two, one is Ayurveda, the herbal medicine, but the quality is important. And third is Sanskrit language. It's not only a poetic language, it's a divine language, it is a healing language, and it has got many other peculiarities. We have most of the Indo-European languages, most of the Indian languages originated from Sanskrit. So these three are greatest contributions of India to the welfare of humanity. So actually yoga is a self-servicing system. From the highest point of view, every individual is disconnected from his real self. That is main thing, fundamentally. But suppose everybody has a body, there is no dispute about it. About other things or spirit or individual soul, divinity, we can dispute about it unless you perceive directly. But about the body, there is no dispute. So we start yoga with the body, correcting different components, different organs and different systems. When they function harmoniously in perfect coordination, diseases can be totally removed and the immune system develops, and also the health index, vitality, everything increases. According to yoga, we don't have to be sick for any reason. So that harmony, yoga itself means harmony, and reaching higher stages, and the mind we should be, the mind has to be made peaceful. We have to take care of the peace and tranquility and positivity of the mind. When you hold some rose flowers, some perfumes, it is good for you and good for others. And when we have a peaceful mind, a positive mind, it is good for oneself and good for others. So spread this fragrance of positivity. When we are able to love, why should we hate? That is the question. So love, kindness, compassion. Yoga is actually humanitarian for helping oneself and contributing to the welfare of others, giving love and respect to all humanity. And without humanitarianism, there cannot be true yoga. And the grossest form of yoga, we say the physical practices, including asana, pranayama, mudra, bandha, and all the practices of hatha yoga, that makes the body perfectly healthy and also disease free throughout life. And it is not that you can just keep the body perfectly healthy throughout life, but people have the misunderstanding that we can remain young throughout. That is not possible. You can just postpone the aging process, retard the aging process. As long as you are alive, you live fruitfully without any health problem, and death comes naturally. That is part of life, nothing very strange or to be afraid of. So that dying with pleasure and living with total health, that is the aim of hatha yoga. And higher aspects of yoga, we have to trace our path back. I told you, from the highest point of view, human beings are disconnected from a real source. Suppose I ask you, who are you? And who am I? Most people will say, I am my name and status and the work, the profession and parents and the birthplace. These are all temporary attribution to the body. Really, where have you come from? Do you know about your divine source? If you don't know, you have to know. Anyway, we say I, mine, and where is this I coming from? So this is false I, known as ego, and we have a real I. The purpose of actual yoga, ultimate yoga, is to realize the real I. Once you realize the real I, the outer world becomes a play, or like a dream experience, or like what we call Maya or illusion or delusion. Once you know it is delusion, you can enjoy every moment. You can be blissful all the time with every event of life. That is ultimate aim. But for that, there are different ways. We have two great powers, great forces in every human being. One is mind force, known as Manashakti. The other is vital force, known as Pranashakti. So it is like the sun. To reach the sun, we have two energies of the sun. One is the light energy, other is the heat energy. We can compare the mind as the light energy and the heat as the pranic energy. Through both we can reach the sun. In the same way, our spiritual sun, the divine sun, we have to reach back through either mind force or through pranic force, mind or prana. So for manipulating, controlling and sublimating the mind, we have mainly three disciplines of yoga. First is karma yoga. Whatever we do, it has its own consequences or its own results and fruits. So there is a secret of doing work in such a way that the mind gets sublimated, purified with every work. And karma is a very vast word again. It has got many theories, all conducive to our evolution. That leads to bhakti yoga, total surrender to the ultimate reality or divinity. If you have a personal belief in God, it surrender everything to Him. Then our ego is reduced slowly, and we become instrument of that Godhead. Then again, life becomes a pleasure. Everything is dedicated to God or the ultimate. Then we are free. We are free from the consequences or results of our action. That would lead to Jnana Yoga, the yoga or wisdom. So only one divine consciousness existing. Anything other than that is only merely illusion or delusion. Know this fact and be happy all the time, be blissful all the time, in spite of anything happening outside. That is Jnana Yoga. Just practice, try little by little, because there is no other way. There is no other refuge anywhere in the world. With all the material comforts, if at all you stay in 7-star hotel, no security at all. Any moment anything can happen, but this will give you absolute security with absolute bliss. These are the 3 systems of yoga known as Bhavana Yoga. The mental attitude is changed accordingly to reach our source, and the other force we can utilize it for our spiritual evolution. And the first, it is known as Prana Samyamana Yoga, Kundalini group of yoga, or Mahayoga. These are the 3 names given to the manipulation of the pranic energy. And the first, it is Hatha Yoga, with all the physical practices, asana, breathing exercises, different kinds of locks and gestures and nada anusandhana and cleansing processes for the body. So it has 6 different groups of practices like this. When you practice for a long time, 2-3 years, body and mind will be fit enough to take up Raja Yoga. That is the main integral system of yoga. It covers all aspects of human life: sociological aspect, domestic aspect, physiological aspect, and also coordination of all the internal organs and the coordination of the different pranic divisions like prana, apana, udana, samana, vyana, like that. And then coming to the coordination and harmony of the sense organs and the mind and intellect, intellect and individual self and cosmic self. These are the 8 fields where we have to establish harmony, reintegration. Once this harmony is established, mind becomes so pure as pure consciousness. At that time it is known as super conscious state or cosmically conscious state. That is the state to be attained through yoga. You can enjoy everything, but you are internally blissful all the time, and external things will not have any impact on the internal bliss. So that's the ultimate aim of yoga. Different kinds of yoga is the same. The methods may be different, they are not contradictory but complementary. You can do all the different kinds of yoga. For example, I do everything, and I search for different schools, more and more branches of yoga, whether I can make use of them. So I don't feel burdened with a lot of different schools of yoga. I feel very comfortable. Karma yoga, very comfortable. We have a formula for it, solving all the problems, relationship problems. And Bhakti Yoga, I am devoted. Jnana Yoga, I know the principle. Hatha Yoga, I practice. Raja Yoga, I speak more. Kundalini Yoga, I am on the path of Kundalini. Kundalini is the last. After Raja Yoga, Kundalini is the most advanced type of yoga. Kundalini is actually individual consciousness residing in the first chakra, Mooladhara chakra. Most people have Kundalini residing in that chakra. And by our evolution, there are many methods by which the individual consciousness can be made to join or merge with the ultimate consciousness. But the main path, foolproof path, and without fighting with the mind, without fighting with the body also, we can slowly make the Kundalini evolve by purifying the chakras, purifying the 3 nadis, Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, and eventually we have 20 kriyas to be practiced systematically over a few months or years. Then even gradually Kundalini will arise, and this is the seat of Shiva, Supreme Consciousness. This is individual consciousness merging into cosmic consciousness. That is blissful state. That is Samadhi state again, or Kundalini, always between the highest state, either close to the Supreme Consciousness or very near or merged in it, like that. So that is Kundalini Yoga. Those who are dedicated totally to yoga can take up Kundalini Yoga. It's also known as Kriya Yoga. Normally, we can introduce yoga to children of 8 years, and up to the age of 80 we can start. 80. But those who are very old and invalid, they have to be given some energy by either by any type of healing, and also make up their mind positively to take up yoga. And we can start with the simple movements known as Pavana Muktasana series, exercise for all parts of the body, the eye muscles, ears and the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrist joints, knuckles and the whole spine, the hip joints, the knee joints, ankles and the toes. So little movements, so their body becomes more flexible, their muscular tone will improve and they can keep the body healthy by doing simple things and going slowly to more advanced things. Never fight with the body. Yoga is a body friendly discipline and also mind friendly discipline. Never fight with the body, never fight with the mind. Whatever comes to the mind, no problem. I am only a witness. That is the main attitude of a yogi. Now full breathing, it is known as Mahat Pranayama or yogic breathing. I will show you once. So during inhalation in 3 seconds, you have to change the position of the hands. In the beginning, first second, right hand on the lower portion, second left hand on the middle portion, third second, right hand on the upper lobe. Without holding, exhaling in 6 seconds, feeling the contraction downwards, changing the position on each lobe, 2 seconds. Feeling the contraction down. Now we do it together. Place the right hand on the lower lobe. Start inhaling, then left hand on the middle, right hand on the upper lobe. Start exhaling, 6 seconds. Control right from the beginning. Change the position in 2 seconds downwards. Like that. Do about 5 times. Continue. Take your own time. It can be slightly different. The way you feel comfortable, you can adjust. Ease and comfort are more important. And facial expression always positive, pleasant. Right. Now the same breathing without using the hands and also making a sound from the throat by contracting the throat, a hissing sound. So that makes it the first major type of breathing known as Ujjayi. So you can change the position of the legs whenever you want. So contracting the glottis like a yawning sound, yawning with the mouth closed. Then make it slow. 3 seconds inhalation, 6 seconds exhalation. The same sound regulated. Yes. So that is Ujjayi Pranayama. And to make it more powerful, we have to do Khechari Mudra, that is by curling the tongue upwards. First open the mouth, bend the tongue up and keep the tip of the tongue touching the palate, the roof of the mouth. And then close the mouth, keep the bend intact. And do the same breathing with the frictional sound from the throat. Ujjayi and Khechari together will make it very powerful. Yes. Now we do Prana Mudra, the most important practice. of Prana Vidya. It has got healing power and also preventive and promotive health value. So that keeps the bioplasmic body, the aura intact and expanded all the time. Instead of 1 meter, if you do it every day, it will be developed and kept at 3 meters around, such a big aura. That will contribute towards general health, preventive and promotive health. The immune system will develop and also the vital index will increase. So that will contribute towards health. So it has got 2 parts. First part is contraction of the first chakra, the location point of the first chakra, perineum for men and cervix in the female body. 3 types of contraction. First, without connecting with the breath, simply and gently contract and release gently, taking your own time. Second variation, inhale and contract, exhale and release. Third variation, just the opposite, breathe out and contract, breathe in and release. Each you have to do 5 to 10 times, minimum 5, maximum 6, 7, 8 or 9 or 10. There's maximum no limit. As long as it is comfortable, the more the better. Okay, now we start the first part, that is contraction of the first chakra location point. It is done with eyes closed. Concentration on the first chakra location, only location. You don't have to visualize the petals here. It is only muscular contraction applied. So just contract the muscle there upwards, perineum or cervix, in a gentle way, not too much tightly. Then release slowly, not connecting with the breath, breathing independently. Like that, do minimum 5 times. Gently contracting, releasing also very gently. Continue, complete 5, 6 or 7 times. Now, the second way of doing it, second variation. Inhale and at the same time contract, the same way you did before. And breathing out, release. Here also take your own time and do it comfortably without any strain. You can combine and regulate the pace of breathing accordingly to contract and release. Yes. And third variation. Here, breathe out and contract, breathe in and release. Just the opposite. You need more concentration to do it. Otherwise, it will be like the second variation. Breathe out and contract, breathe in and release. Like that, minimum 5 times. Breathe out and contract the cervix or perineum. Inhale and release. Do it in a gentle way, no strain. Facial expression always pleasant. Yes. So that is the first part of Prana Mudra. In the first chakra, energy is always available. In the higher chakras, it can be drained downwards. So to raise the energy and make it pass through the higher chakras, it will have healing power when it reaches above the heart chakra, above the Anahata or above Vishuddhi, reaching the higher chakras. The frequency will increase and the healing power also will increase. So we sublimate our own energy for a healing purpose. We can heal ourselves and we can heal others also eventually once we have that much power. So the second part, raising the energy from the first chakra in 4 levels. I will show you first. You always start with the third type of Mulabandha. Breathe out and contract. Breathe in and release. At the same time, the energy released from this chakra raised up with inhalation to the abdomen. We have to feel the whole abdomen getting filled with the energy drawn from the first chakra. Then breathing out, holding the hands in the same position. Next, inhalation from the abdomen, raise the energy to the chest. Afterwards, no connection with Mulabandha. You don't have to do Mulabandha afterwards, only once. Now, the whole of the chest, rib cage, lungs, bronchial tubes, heart, arteries and veins filled with energy. Exhale. Then third inhalation from the chest, bring the energy to the neck area, all internal parts of the neck, throat, larynx, pharynx, glottis, epiglottis, esophagus, trachea, connecting muscles all getting filled with energy. Then breathe out. Then the head level, here to the sides. So visualize a golden ball of energy which has got healing power in and around the head. That is the aura. We are purifying it and then intensifying, bringing down in 4 levels. Breathing out and bring down to the neck. Inhale. Then breathe out, bring down to the chest level. Again inhale. Exhale and draw it to the abdomen. Again breathe in. Exhaling, bring it to pelvic floor, first chakra. Okay, now we do it together. You can keep the middle fingers touching, other fingers little away. Not necessary to touch in the beginning, it will be helpful to keep the hands intact. Okay, here. Palms facing down. Breathe out and contract the perineum or cervix. Inhale and release, and that energy with inhalation drawn up to the abdomen. Feel the whole abdomen getting filled with the energy drawn from the root. Exhale. Then inhale and raise the energy from the abdomen to the chest. Exhale. Next position. Inhale and raise the energy to the neck. Exhale. Inhale and raise the energy to the head. From here, visualize the golden ball or sphere of energy in and around the head and face. Visualize the face shining with energy, golden and red. And bring it down for healing purpose, rejuvenating purpose. Exhaling first to the neck. Inhale. Exhale and then to the chest. Then inhale. Exhale and bring the golden yellow healing energy to the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale and bring it to root level. This is once like this. You have to do 7 times or minimum 3 times. We do 3 times now. Breathe out and contract. Breathe in and release at the same time. Raise the energy with the hands to the abdomen. Exhale. Next to the chest, inhaling. Exhale. Then to the neck. Exhale. Then to the head. Visualize golden yellow ball of energy. Bring down. Press to the neck. Inhale. Exhale and bring to the chest. Inhale. Exhale and bring to abdomen. And finally exhale and bring down to pelvic floor. Now third round you do by yourself. I will only guide you with the position, starting with breathing out and contracting the first chakra. Breathe in and release, then continue, raising the energy in 4 levels. At the head level, visualize golden sphere of energy in and around the head, as though you are holding on both sides of the ball of energy. Exhalation, bring it down to the neck, then continue on your own. Madhava Mamava Deva, Madhava Mamava Deva Krishna, Yadava Krishna, Yadukula Krishna, Madhava Mamava Deva Krishna, Yadava Krishna, Yadukula Krishna, Madhava Mamava Deva. Sadhu Janadhara Sarvabhava, Sadhu Janadhara Sarvabhava, Madhava Mamava Deva, Madhava Mamava Deva, Madhava Mamava Deva Krishna, Yadava Krishna, Yadukula Krishna, Madhava Mamava Deva. Ambujayalojana Kambusubhagriva, Ambujayalojana Kambusubhagriva, Bimbadhara Chandra Bimbanana, Bimbadhara Chandra Bimbanana, Sambe Tanasi.